get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
He's got Allen. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running down.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 14 yards that time for number 14.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Brady.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wait, that.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
Now you see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action. Now Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Play action, now it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, they'll throw with
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Five yards from the end zone, first and goal.
Hey, go 66. Shadow.
Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Hey, 66. Hey, check it.
To try again after the sack. Brady. Completion left side to Miller. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
50. Alpha. Ozzy. Ozzy.
Brady now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Hey, set. Regular. Sugar.
On fourth down, Brady. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. All
right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now a play fake. Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Fournette. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Brady going to go on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, go 66. Alpha.
Now Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Herbert on 1st down now. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Herbert on 3rd down now. Being chased out left. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Eckler again. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Brady. Finds White. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Bernard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Again, here's Bernard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a carry for Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Brady to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before, and this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a Louis, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it. That I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands up, yeah, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavenly, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I for some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the Eagles going to signal for it. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Eckler, they run left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4.
In motion right comes Allen. On 2nd down at 4.
Herbert, this is swung out to Eckler.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Dancing to his left.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
In motion, the tight end. On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on the A Sports. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert out left. He's got it to Everett. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
He's got the first down and more. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher, 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Cut, ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Back to 50, back to 50.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No push for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Here's Hurts. That'll be complete to Sermon.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts. This to the outside, it's Sermon.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in some blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Carter. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Buying time
on Herbert, his third interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, they pulled their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Herbert back to the air. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Now Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Eagles.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 3 yards out.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Chargers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown, Brown.
And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie feeling big?